Alia and Mommy Ia.
Hello. Okay. Hi.
Yay!
You work now. I'm so sorry about that. Tech issues. So hi. Thank you guys for having us here. My name's Alia, and this is my mom, Aya.
Hello.
We're a coaching mom-daughter tandem, and I was given 15 minutes to tell the world how awesome she is. But when I first found out, I panicked. I panicked because 15 minutes was 10 minutes more than a speech I had ever given. And so I went to friends and family and asked for their help. And it was through these conversations that I realized 15 minutes wasn't going to be enough time to even touch on my mom's achievements and how incredible she is. But it's enough for a crash course. So I really went from not knowing what to say to having so many things to say. I had a boatload of information and no direction to move toward. Usually, it's times like these where I go to my mom and ask for help. But in this case, I couldn't. So I brainstormed with some friends. One of my friends said, hey, you know, you're a Gallup coach in case you forget. Why don't you talk about your mom's themes and show how they work in her life? And I thought this was a great idea. So I started to write. And as I wrote, I realized that a lot of my own stories about my mom are very much reflected in her themes. So here are my mom's top 5 themes. I'll go through them in summary and talk to you about how I see them in her everyday life. But before we get into her themes, let me explain what themes are. In its most simple form, themes are a group of talents used to describe a person. For example, someone that constantly looks for the right words to say, or somebody who's really good at telling stories would be a communication theme. My mom's top 5 themes are strategic, arranger, ideation, learner, and responsibility. Our themes reflect the best of us, and they allow us to celebrate what we're good at. First, mom is a strategic. Strategics are great at looking at different approaches to complete a task. When you give them a job, they quickly find patterns and issues within that scenario. When I say my mom's like this, I can't emphasize it enough. Mom always finds the best way to accomplish what she wants to achieve. If you give her a challenging situation, she easily sees the different methods of approaching that challenge. She'll have a plan for you in minutes. It doesn't matter whether she's talking about taking care of her plants or talking about working with the next big client. She always chooses the best route forward. Second, mom is an arranger. Arrangers are the type of people who can work with multiple variables and place them in their most efficient arrangement. They are flexible and need a dynamic environment to work with. Mom's arranger pops up almost every day. The most recent display of this theme came during the pandemic. My family lived far from one another, and my mom found a way to move my entire clan to the south, 20 minutes from where we live now. She found houses and helped turn them into homes for each family. She dealt with the contracts, the renovations, and the logistics, all while in the pandemic. All of this was accomplished in a few months. Now my entire family feels safer knowing that everyone is a few minutes away if we need them. Third, mom is an ideation theme. Ideation themes love coming up with something new to think about. The very act of generating ideas excites and energizes them. This is the theme in my mom that drives me the most insane, but inspires me the most. For some reason, mom and I, despite spending time with each other every day through our regular walks or meals, and we have conversations with another on the daily, she's the type of person that starts one conversation and mid-conversation switches topics without even realizing it. She begins most of her sentences with the familiar phrase, "This has nothing to do with you and what we were talking about," but you can try to get her to focus, but you can see in her eyes that she's already thinking of something else. Asking mom to stop thinking is like asking her to stop breathing. I go crazy when she does this, but I've learned to love it. Mom wouldn't be mom if she completed a conversation with just one topic. Mom's ideas, even how out of context they might seem, they're excellent ideas. My family and I have taken actionable steps from these multi-topic and insightful conversations with mom. I like to say that mom is a mind map, not a flowchart. And honestly, I think I wouldn't have it any other way. I think. Okay. Fourth, mom is a learner. Learners are the type of people that love the process of learning. The gap between not knowing and knowing just keeps them going. Mom's always been like this. And all the things she learns about are completely random. There is not one thing that mom is interested in. All you really have to do is introduce the new thing to her, and she'll find something interesting about it. It can be plants, psychology, EOS, or the sky. Whatever it is, if it's something new to her and it's something she can learn, she'll learn it. As a kid, she was always her class's valedictorian. And when I asked her how she did this, she said, I was always curious, and I like to learn. If you gave me something to learn, I'd learn it, and I'd learn it well. And lastly, mom's responsibility team. Responsibility teams take accountability for what they say they're gonna do. Mom is like this and more. She's always put family first, looks out for us, and never asks for the same. She takes excellent care of the people she cares about, putting her own needs aside. She promised to make my life a little better than what she had, so she worked hard and continues to work remarkably hard. I remember the first 10 years of my life were full of her working from 6 a.m. to midnight. And it didn't matter if she was sick, she would still go to work. My sister and I knew this was necessary, but we knew that when we needed her, she'd be home the second we called. Over time, things got better. Now mom is part of my daily routine, and I've learned to take care of my loved ones watching her. She spent most of our life looking out for us, so we will always look out for her. Oof. So today, mom, I celebrate you, how incredibly well you use your themes in your everyday life. And yes, while the world sees how you use your themes daily, I catch you using these themes in ways that only I would see or understand. My mom does things that may be or not be connected to her themes at all. All I know is that these little things just make me laugh and appreciate her more. Like, for example, mom says noted with thanks in person, to your face, not through email, and giggles when she says it. Mom sends articles on how to propagate bacons at 11:03 p.m. Mom forgets most everyday things like what she ate for breakfast today, but remembers that one meal in that one restaurant 3 years ago. Mom trips over barriers and falls on her face because she was so sure she had the right ticket for the right train station. Of course, in true mom fashion, she'd get up and laugh and look for the next train station. Mom is always pro ice cream, especially on the bad days. Mom sings and holds my hand while on a road trip and consequently misses the exit. Mom physically draws a check mark on my forehead when I say something right. And I laugh because it's something that only mom does. Mom always says it's okay, you did your best, and that's always enough. Mom reminds us and helps us find the solution. Mom holds us while we cry, missing meetings if she has to. She never rushes the crying and recovering process. Mom is hardworking. Mom tells us that our feelings are valid. Mom and I have sleepovers a lot where we watch movies and eat popcorn. Mom is yes, of course, you'll do great. And mom is yes, I'll help you, duh. Mom is hot chocolate at midnight or after dives when you're feeling cold. Mom says Alia Del and then rolls her eyes when she gets annoyed. Mom does funny bunny impersonations at random times of the day. Mom is deep talks at 3 p.m. And mom always says follow your dreams. I'll do everything I can to make what you want happen, happen. Mom says I love you through her actions and words. Mom creates her own secret language with messages only we can understand. And most importantly, mom is mom, and I'm so fortunate to have her as my mom. There isn't a word, I say this a lot, to show you how much we love you and how grateful we are to have a mom like you. But thank you. Thank you for being mom, and my world is so much better because you, my outstanding mother, are part of my life. Oh gosh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, crying is also my theme. Oh my gosh, Alia, that
Mom,
was
you're
really
on mute.
beautiful. Super beautiful. You know, when Alia is my firstborn of two
Just
beautiful
none.
children. She cannot hear me, but hopefully you can. Um, Panganay, I think, is a word when I reflect on it. I don't know what it really means, but I think it's pangnanay. It's for the mom because Aliyah is really a daughter. I feel for me. First of all, I'm a nerd. She says it beautifully. I'm a learner, but I really love to learn, and she embraces that. And we learn together. We share books. We have our own private little book club. I'm very forgetful, and she remembers everything. She's planned from today until when I have grandchildren, which is amazing. So she organizes my life. And I love babies, and Aliyah, I think, will always be my baby. She'll always be my baby girl. But when Aliyah became my daughter, I also had an ally. She's um, she's my buddy. She's my travel buddy. We go to different destinations. I think she's my assistant mommy. She helps me take care of everybody. Um, when I think about her going to college in just a few months, I feel sad because we travel a lot. But I guess Aliyah, I want you to know that I love you very much, and as you adventure in life, I will always be there for you.
Love you, Mom.
I love you, baby girl.
Thank you.